Hi, hello, and welcome to Paisa Vasool. As always, I'm your host, Sravan.
And
We don't have-
always, it's Kireeti.
Yes, we don't have Taran here with us. We've got Kireeti joining us for
For the rest of the podcast, Taran has left. Bad
He's-
terms. Bad terms with his brother.
yeah, we've broken up. So this is the second time I think you've come on for Paisa Vasool. Darling,
Yeah.
I think Darling was the only one.
Was that the only one?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So you're returning after Darling. Today we're going to be talking about. So we thought we'd complete the trilogy of Trivikram and Mahesh. We've talked about Guntur Karam. We've talked about Athadu, but we haven't done the one in the middle, which was Khaleja. So we're going to be talking about Khaleja, and also we're not going to have a Mahesh Babu movie for quite some time. So while we wait,
When's his next one?
no release date.
No. Oh, what's it called? It's that.
It's a Rajamouli movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. While we wait, we thought we'd talk about some of his older movies. So here we are with Khaleja. Came out in 2010, directed by Trivikram Srinivas, as I said. Music, Mahesh Sharma.
Maybe the last good album Mahesh Sharma's done. I don't know. Has he done any good ones since then?
So this was the last time he composed music for a Mahesh Babu movie.
Yeah.
He had
Then he
done
got booted.
11 movies with Mahesh Babu, and this was the last
And then
one.
Thaman took it.
Yeah, so after
Like
this...
the hero that Thaman is.
Yeah.
I love him. Just like his mentor, Mahesh Sharma, he also copies music. So it's fantastic. I love it. Shout out to Mahesh Sharma if you're watching this.
I'm sure he I'm sure he is. Yeah, so after this he did Okkadu, which was his first collaboration with Thaman. But yeah, we just watched this movie again for...
It's fresh.
I think I've only seen it this was maybe like the third time I've seen it. I haven't seen it that
Yeah,
many
I think
times.
I think same for me. But I feel like I'd seen it much more recently compared to you.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it for a long time. And when I first watched Khaleja, like back when it came out, I didn't really think it was that good when it came out. And over time, I think it's garnered a lot of appreciation. So a lot of people feel like it's like a misunderstood masterpiece, and a lot of people really like it.
To be honest, I feel like I also in my head really liked Khaleja. I don't know whether I liked it because relative to other movies it was a bit better, or whether I genuinely thought the movie itself was just quite good. I think even going into this watch just before, I think I was like expecting far better things.
Yeah.
And retrospectively, I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but yeah.
I think conceptually it is good. Like I think what they were trying to do is different. Like it's not a regular type mass action movie.
Yeah.
I think they were going for a different type of concept, which I think we should appreciate. But after this, Trivikram stopped doing those kind of movies. So after this, he started just doing like family movies.
Yeah. And the weird thing is the concept of the movie actually only occupies a screen for like 20% of the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a good concept, and actually to an extent the dialogues and how they explain the concept is quite good. But the problem is it only happens at times, and then the rest of the movie, as we discovered, is just useless, illogical filler.
Yeah.
You could argue that some of it's funny and some of the dialogues are funny. So it's not, you could say, compared to other movies where there's filler and the filler's not even funny, maybe you could argue that the filler's okay in this movie, but when you really break it down, there's not much really happens in this movie.
So the whole first half, I think we timed it to when the actual plot begins, and it was about 40 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
And then...
That was an introduction to the plot. It wasn't even like the plot beginning. It's an introduction to the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then really, I think it actually begins at the intermission point, where he gets introduced into this village. Also, we're going to do spoilers for this because this movie is like, 15 years old now, almost. So we're going to do spoilers from the outset. But yeah, he gets introduced into this village, and then there's this concept of him being a god. And obviously he thinks it's ridiculous, but then certain things start happening, and it feels like he does have some supernatural abilities.
Yeah. Well, I think that was actually, I thought it was an interesting concept. The way they arrived to this village actually makes no sense. Like some guy falls on his car, and then for some reason
he
his
needs to go and deliver the life insurance.
his
money.
boss says, go deliver the money. So like whether his boss also owns some life insurance company that's supposed to be dealing out checks, I'm not sure. It actually makes no sense. Like normally you would think something happens to your car, your company would already have insurance, not the individual cab driver. Nothing would need to be done. You literally just sign something and that's it. And then that's end of story. But for some reason he goes to this rural village, and then discovers that the money that he's owed, he shouldn't take the money that he's owed because these people are very poor. And then slowly there's like a prophecy and things like that. But what I did like was how they executed, or their version of people being the chosen one or God or whatever. It's quite good. Or at least in this movie, I think Mahesh Babu's character actually kind of, later on, I think probably 1 hour after this particular period, he discovers that what it means is that if he wants to do good things for other people, things will eventually work out. The universe will find a way for that to happen. It won't work if he wants to do selfish things for himself, which is it's quite an interesting concept, but that's actually a really interesting concept and they don't really flesh it out. Like, imagine what they could have done with it. They could have incorporated that into just like his daily life as he discovers this concept and then tries to make the world better. But all it ends up being is just another fight scene eventually. And
he
everyone
tries
dies.
to help this village and then he uncovers like some conspiracy to stop. What was it in the end? Like some mining thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Or some sugar. Was it sugarcane?
Yeah.
They wanted an area that could grow sugarcane. They could convert that sugarcane into a certain material. I don't even know, man. It was just there's a lot of movies that have been like that. I mean, Avatar is like that. Matthew Riley's book, what's that? Temple is that. So like in Cusco or whatever, they've found it's similar in that they find this element that's very useful, and so then all these special agents and all these special troops are trying to get there. There's so many movies like this. It's actually it's something that has happened in real life many times, and it's actually happened in certain similar ways in India. I'm sure you can use that concept, but I feel like the whole notion of being a god and when you're able to use those powers is actually far more interesting than this whole sugarcane, whatever, destroy a village.
Do in the end.
Yeah.
I guess they had to introduce like some villains and have a fight, and
you had to have Prakash Raj because it's a Mahesh Babu movie. So how else do you have Prakash Raj? No, you can't have him in a positive role. Not this time round.
Not this time. Yeah. Interestingly, in Athadu, he does have like a positive role, like kind of like he's like a cop looking for him, and then
I mean SVS. There's a lot of positive roles. He's
his dad
is his dad, and he's like Prakash Raj has positive or semi-positive roles in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
he's whenever he's the dad, he's like semi-positive. He's not. Yeah.
In Pokiri, he's the villain, but then in Dukuru, he's the dad again, I think.
And in Bomrilu, he's the dad, the famous.
Yes,
dad. Well, he's the dad that everyone refers to.
Yeah,
that's ruined their lives.
I don't think they really use Prakash Raj that well in this movie, though. He's kind of just a one-note villain.
I mean, I think I told Sravan this, but I think Prakash Raj told the director that he wouldn't wear any long sleeves. So like he wears a suit and it's just like a t-shirt in the suit.
And he's got a tie on as well.
Yeah, I know. It's all a bit weird. Yeah. It's all very weird. I don't know. I mean, like, what else is there to discuss about this movie?
Yeah, like we haven't obviously said any. Like, I think it's a okay movie. Personally, I don't think it's as good as Athadu, in my personal opinion. It's better than Guntur Karam, but that's not a high bar. A lot of people do regard this as the best, like, Mahesh Babu Trivikram movie, and sometimes the best Trivikram movie. I just don't think it is. I think there's better.
What do you think the best Mahesh Babu movie is?
The best, just Mahesh Babu movie?
Mahesh Babu, full stop. Is it Okkadu? Or
Athadu or...
Athadu, true.
What else has he done that's quite good?
It's not Dukuru.
No, I don't think it's that. Like, that's entertaining, but I don't think it's that good. What else has he done that's really good?
Brahmotsa.
Yeah.
I think that's a crime against humanity as a movie.
Like, he's done some, like okay entertainers, like Sri Mantadu, I guess, is not bad.
Oh, I can't remember that movie. Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, like people like SVSC, but I don't think it's his best movie. Like
Follow me on Reddit and you'll find out my opinions about SVSC. Posted on Tollywood, and I'm still fighting against the people that are trying to comment below it saying that I have a below IQ, but they can't mount a single argument against my paragraph. Yeah, no, I think SVSC is a joke.
Yeah. Now, for me, I think it's probably Athadu is probably his best one.
It's funny because I thought it was his best movie, and he says the least in it.
Yeah.
He actually has to act. He's forced to actually act a bit.
Yeah.
And actually, I think, to be honest, a lot of it, I would even argue, he does what's required in Athadu, but it's actually the characters around him that build that
it
world,
up,
and they build kind of how you feel.
Yeah. I think what's lacking in this movie that was in Athadu, and we were just watching Julayi, or Summer Julayi actually, which is the movie Trivikram did after Khaleja. I think it just lacks the writing that those movies have. Like, it just doesn't have the dialogues that they had in Athadu, like the sort of depth in the dialogue that those movies had. Like, it just has some good dialogue, but it's not like across the board.
And I think when they storyboarded things in other movies, like in Julayi, every scene is connected to the next scene, and it's connected very well. And so you probably understand where things are going. In this movie, when we really thought about it, there were so many, like, you kind of just accepted. You just had to accept that things were happening. Like, the movie starts off with him in the Rajasthani desert, and he meets Sunil's character, and then he explains to Sunil's character, he explains his childhood to Sunil's character, but then the explanation kind of skips time as well, so it becomes a bit confusing, and you only realize that was all a backstory once it brings you back to this desert in Rajasthan, and then, like, you meet Anushka.
Yeah.
And, like, the whole story behind Anushka
The backstory.
The backstory behind Anushka is a bit stupid. Like, her dad literally sells her to a guy who takes her on a helicopter ride, and she runs away. It's all just weird, and the interactions just aren't realistic. Like, she finds Mahesh Babu, who she's already met, finds in the middle of a desert in Rajasthan, doesn't really question it, just goes along with it. And there's all, like, some weird things that happen, and you're kind of like, yeah, it's stupid. It's not so unbelievably funny that you're happy to just go along with it.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, some of it's kind of funny, but it's all just a bit weird. And only until that, as you said before, only until you get to the 40 to 50-minute mark and some sort of story is building up, then you're like, okay. But the way you got there was all so artificial. What did they call it? Deus Ex Machina. But like, I wouldn't even give this credit. Like, there's no Deus, there's no God that's involved in this storyline creation. So yeah, it is. It's weird. It's funny that we all, like, even I remember that I really liked this movie. It must have been because the songs were one song is really good. To be honest, I'm not sure if the rest of the album is that great.
Yeah, because we skipped through the rest of the songs.
Yeah. There's another song called Sunday Monday or something, which is crap. It's like someone has Tourette's and they're saying Sunday Monday, and that's it. The lyricist was like, yeah, let's just run with this.
There's a song called Taxi because he's a taxi driver.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the scene prior or afterwards, which was sus in itself. Yeah, I mean, the Om Namah Shiva Jaya, or whatever you call it. Yeah. That's probably the only good song, and that's a prevailing theme throughout the movie. But it once again proves that the theme's actually everything to do with the theme, the song to do with that theme, the theme itself of, like, being God and having powers and stuff. That's a good part of the movie. If they just had that, honestly, they just had one song, they had that theme running throughout, and they expanded on a concept, it would have actually been worth a watch. It probably would have gone down in history as, like, one of those really good Tollywood movies. The Hindi guys would have tried to copy it. They would have remade this stuff in Tamil and Malayalam and all these languages. But instead we think about Khaleja, but I don't think it can really go down as best of all time or anything.
No. So when it did come out, it didn't do particularly well. So this was a 3-year gap between Mahesh Babu's previous movie and this movie. So it actually took them about 3 years to make this. So his previous movie was Athadu, which also didn't do well. So there was a lot of anticipation for this movie. They were coming back together after Athadu, so people were thinking it's going to be great. And then it did, like, people were waiting so long for it. So I think people were just anticipating something like really amazing. Well, I think when it came out, people were like, "What is this? Like, we waited this
Yeah.
long for this." And I think afterwards, people probably started appreciating it a bit more. But yeah, when it came out, it wasn't well received. Another thing you mentioned around Anushka's character, I think this is another criticism of Trivikram, is that he doesn't write very intelligent female lead characters. Like in most of his movies,
Yeah, he makes her dumb.
yeah, in most of them they're not very smart.
Yeah, in Athadu and Guntur, the Samantha's character is an idiot.
Yeah, like she gets like memory loss at one point, and like
yeah, but then like they justify it saying, "Oh, she does remember stuff," and it's like,
yeah,
well, this is all stupid.
yeah. So like I don't think in all of his movies it's probably similar. Like there's not really a notable female lead character. Even like I Love Aikuta Problem.
No, but in Julayi, she's okay.
She does play an important role, I guess.
She's not particularly written. Is she dumb in the movie? I can't remember.
Sort of like
Look, she's not remarkable by any.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. She's
Yeah.
a bit of a pity party, but that's the point of the character. But
yeah,
maybe it's a little bit better. But in Jelsa, it's
nah,
not great.
yeah. In Athadu, I guess she's like a village girl, so maybe that sort of makes sense. But like, she's not particularly smart in that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe his first movie. So his first movie that people tend to forget is Nuve Nuve, starring Tarun and Shreya,
Yeah. Okay.
with Prakash Raj as the dad again.
Yeah, and they copied the Shakira song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. Yes. In that she plays like it's a love story, so she actually plays a pretty important role in that one. Yeah.
It's rom-com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, after that, I don't think he's done a well written female character.
It's poor.
Yeah.
Poor partners, huh?
But Mahesh Babu, so up till this movie, like you said in Athadu, he doesn't really say much, but a lot of his characters were sort of that style. Like they wouldn't say a lot. They tend to be more serious characters. Like he didn't really do comedy as such. I think this is the first movie where he actually does like quite an extroverted character, and he does a lot of comedy.
Yeah, that's true actually. And to be honest, he I think when sometimes it does work out. Like some of his lines are funny and it kind of works, but the problem is when he's funny, it's never connected to the story, right? It's all just like fluff.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, sure. It would be really nice if you just connected to the story. It would be like it's like a well-rounded movie.
Yeah.
But I don't mind this Mahesh Babu, to be honest. I think it's similar. Oh, actually, even Pokiri was a bit withdrawn, wasn't he?
Yeah. He had moments of like, where he like
says things,
yeah, but he wasn't as reserved in that movie. But definitely, this one is his most up until that point. It was his most extroverted character.
Maybe that's why people like it.
Yeah,
because they want him to say things, and he has a particular way of delivering dialogues as well. That's
and like as like if you listen to his like interviews and stuff, he's actually like quite a funny person, but in like a ironic way. Like he has a lot of like sarcastic humor.
Yeah. And he's also quite well spoken, to be honest.
Yeah.
Listening to him in interviews compared to Balakrishna. He's surprisingly well spoken. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But they did use that humor in his very next movie in Okkadu. So he plays
that's
essentially like a very similar character in Okkadu. Yeah. And they use his humor much more in that.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Out of what would you rate Khaleja out of 10?
6.
6? Yeah, that's what I'll put it. And then relatively, let's say like where would you put Okkadu?
Okkadu,
out of 10.
I watched Okkadu again last year actually. And we do have a review coming. We've recorded a review.
You've already recorded it. So
we actually compared it to Vijay's Gilli as well, which is the remake of Okkadu.
Okay.
Okkadu, I think it was good for the time, but it doesn't age as well as some of these other movies. So I would say maybe 7.5.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good movie. Like it's still a very solid movie, but a lot of the action just doesn't hold up now.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys actually tried to make me watch Gilli.
Yeah.
I don't know why. What's the point? I doubt Vijay. Does Vijay give a better performance? I doubt it.
It's a very different kind of character. So again, like in that, he's a bit more like Mahesh Babu was a bit more reserved, I guess. He does do a
Yeah.
bit of comedy here and there, but he's a bit more reserved, whereas Vijay's much more, it's a bit more comedic. Like the way they approach it is a bit more comedic.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would give it. Maybe I'll give Khaleja a 6.5 out of 10, just because relatively, honestly, compared to a lot of other movies, it actually has a concept, but unfortunately, they just don't really execute it well and they don't prioritize it. But look, there's a lot of trash movies out there, and I'm gonna have to give it some credit for being a little bit different. But
yeah.
overall,
What would you give Guntur Karam?
No, it's useless.
Yeah.
Like that movie would be like a 3
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
No, even less. I would say like 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Brahmotsavam's like 2.1. So only because I was forced to watch all of Brahmotsavam in the theater with you guys.
Yeah, I didn't watch Brahmotsavam in the theater, luckily. I
guess I was with everyone else. But
yeah, I escaped that one. So I don't think I've ever watched.
Yeah, I was forced to watch it, so I actually got through it. Guntur Karam was a struggle and had to really fall through some stuff. So yeah. But Guntur Karam's got one good song, one major song, and I don't think Brahmotsavam has one. So
it's got one. It's got that song where he does the dance move, which is actually a good song apart from the dance move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I need to go.
It's Mickey J. Meyer music, so.
Okay, I can't probably remember.
It's actually decent.
I've got PTSD from the movie, so I think if I see that as an album,
it's actually not a bad album. Like
Mickey J. Meyer is a good music director. I don't think. He generally doesn't stuff up any albums. So fair enough.
So yeah, it's probably like Khaleja's probably like a mid-tier movie for Mahesh Babu. I don't think it's in a top tier. I would put Athadu, Okkadu, those maybe Pokiri.
Athadu, Pokiri.
Yeah,
Pokiri is better than Khaleja. It might be. Might be. But then again, I don't know. If I go and rewatch Pokiri, we might start finding.
I think conceptually, Khaleja's better. Like I feel like they tried to do something different, whereas Pokiri is a bit more of a like. Just a mass movie, right?
But Pokiri actually sticks to. They actually have the concept runs throughout, even though it's a weak concept. It's stupid.
They execute
it's kind of a bit dumb, but
Whereas Khaleja, I think the execution fails a bit in parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't put Pokiri above probably Okkadu or Athadu though. I think it's below those two.
Was Athadu any good?
Nah.
And it was
there was Sainikudu, which was in between.
That's
which is not good.
Who was the music director for Sainikudu?
Was Harris Jayaraj.
Who did Athadu?
Mahesh Sharma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not sure I got much else to add.
Yeah, I think that's it. So you might be a bit surprised about our opinion because I know a lot of people love this, but
just watch it again.
Yeah, just watch it again.
Watch it again. It's on YouTube, so very easy to watch.
And just see what you think about it. Like I think there's just better, just better movies than this. Yeah.
And if you find yourself having to forward to certain parts, that's why we've rated it the way we have, because to actually enjoy this movie, you might actually have to just forward to certain parts of the movie. And so you only end up watching about maybe 40 minutes of a 3-hour movie. So
there is one, like a couple of good background score elements that Mahesh Sharma did. We're looking up with whether they were copied from somewhere, but seems like they're original. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I might have to do more research, but it seems like he didn't copy the theme.
Yeah. So the theme that comes in the intermission section, you know the one we're talking about. That I think that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I guess we'll wrap it up there. So if you guys want to tell us your thoughts about Khaleja or your top Mahesh Babu films, you can contact us on Paisa Vasool on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to send us an email, it's cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com, which is our other podcast where we talk about Hollywood films. So follow us on that if you're not following us yet. And leave us a comment below on your thoughts on this film.
Sounds good. Catch you at the next review.
Thanks for joining us.
No worries.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll
Nothing
wrap
else.
it up.
Nope, not done. Finished.
We'll wrap it there.
No, not done.
See you in the next one.
See ya.